Hi, today we're going to talk about taking bush hog stump plate off. So whenever you're out in the field and you get tangled up in a bunch of wire when you're doing mowing or something like that, and it kind of gets in there and attacks your blades and stuff. These are going to be some of the tools we use here. This is going to be kind of a quick demo. I've already taken it off, but I just want to show you what all it takes. A couple of sledgehammers. This is the main piece right here, this 4x4. Some little scissor jacks, a torch, a hammer, and a chisel. It's really about all the tools that you need to take this off. And then what I did was I cut these 4x4s. This is my son's friend's idea, and I want to give him credit for giving me the idea. And that's my daughter Katie back here taking the pictures. I want to give her credit for taking the pictures. But anyway, what you do, you just stick this 4x4 under here. You're going to have about a 2-inch clearance. So you make your little cut 2 inches. You stick those in. You can see I've already beat my block up here pretty bad. But if you cut 3 or 4 of these, you can do that. Just stick it in there, and you get the sledgehammer, and you just kind of pound it in there. Pound it in there, and that's going to kind of pop it up. It'll give you about a 3/8 to 3/4 inch pop up by pounding that in there. And then you can take your torch and stick in there and kind of heat it, and that helps loosen it all up, so it helps it pop and more. The chisel and the hammer are for when you're pounding this in here. It kind of acts as a wedge, and you'll get some little curlicues and stuff like that in there. If you take this chisel and hammer and kind of chisel that out, then that makes it more of a wedge, not such a steak. So that's all you do, is just kind of chisel that stuff out, and then you kind of keep pounding that in. And then once you get up to about 3 or 4 inches, I use these little scissor lifts and just put it right here on the edge. I couldn't go all the way, but just on the edge. And then I just kind of scissored these up. I put one on either side. Like that. And like that just kind of held it in place there. And just kind of scissored those right up. It just lifted it right off. So the whole thing probably took maybe 2.5 hours. It was fairly easy. I know if I can do it, you could do it. I watched the guy on YouTube do it with bolts, and that's what gave me the feeling that I could do it. It was pretty easy to do. And then it just popped right up. You could just take it off. Take the tools off. Here was the thing of wire that was blocking it up. Now I'm all ready to put it back on. If I wanted to change the seal, here's the seals right here. You could take these off and get in if it messed up my seals, but I don't think it did. Just kind of grease this up, put it back on, and I'll be ready to bush hog again. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.